Friday, a video of northern youths stopping the supply of food or movement of food from the northern part of Nigeria to the southern part of Nigeria surfaced, and these people have decided that okay, they see this as a strategy to retaliate against what happened in Shasha in Oyo State. I would like us to take a look at this video. Now we can see
they are stopping any trucks that carry food stuff from north. They are stopping them. They are turning them back. They don't allow them to go beyond this place.
From the video that these people have decided to hold on to all these goods. They've held on to all these foodstuffs, which for me it is not a very clever way of dealing with things. I'm not sure they know that, but when vengeance is something that blinds a man, and vengeance has decided to blind these people, so it will cost them a lot of money, it will cost them a lot of things. It might not cost the ones that come up with the decisions personally, but it will affect those farmers in that region, especially those that are crop-based farmers. Imagine moving trucks of tomato, trucks of foodstuffs generally, and you are moving it and trying to avoid it spoiling in many cases, but you are moving it, and now they are breaking that supply chain, which means that those foodstuffs will be destroyed. Now the people that came up with the decision to cut off this supply are cattle rearers. Their specialty is cattle, so which means that their cattle can stay a long time in their state without costing anything. But those farmers that are tomato farmers, onion farmers, pepper farmers, grain farmers, they are likely to lose the most. So you are stopping a supply chain because of why? Of your private reasons, which will affect other people that are not cattle rearers. So you can see the form of wickedness that is being displayed here, and I hope that the federal government will intervene in due course, because if something like this was coming out from the south, probably we'll have an intervention by now. And the reasons why they've continued to do this, shut down the supply, is because of they demanded apparently 4.7 billion naira for compensation for the members that were killed in Oyo State, and the properties that were destroyed. Apparently 4.7 billion is their equivalent. Actually, initially they demanded 475 billion naira. So they said it is compensation for that what was lost from Oyo and NSAS protests in the western and eastern part apparently. So they decided to sum it up and said 475 billion naira, which is quite funny. I don't know how they arrived at that conclusion now. And they are stating that they will not allow any food to pass unless their demands are met, which is quite funny because both sides will likely lose. But the reason why we are having this discussion is this is an opportunity for the southwest region of Nigeria, and one of the reasons why we must see this as an opportunity, not a reason for us to whine, or a reason for us to cry going back and say that we want to make a deal. No, this is an opportunity for us to grow. This is an opportunity for the southwest to be self-sufficient. This is an opportunity for the southwest to create a better region. Now, the story we are going to go through is the story of Qatar. Qatar became stronger and self-sufficient when they were blocked by their neighbors. Their neighbors decided to cut them off in 2017, and it affected them in different ways, because Qatar is not a very productive nation at that time. I mean, this is a country with no rivers, one of the world's lowest level of rainfall, ash deserts, and their agricultural resources were limited. So this is a nation that had a reason to be dependent on their neighbors. They had a reason because their environment was not agricultural friendly. So which means that they could rely on their neighbors. But now the reason why we are following their story is because of the victory they got despite their their insufficiencies, despite their limited resources. Now, as I'm telling you now, Qatar is a self-sufficient country and they are growing every day. These are the people that, because of they could not do agriculture outdoor because of the environment, they decide to do it indoor. So this is an opportunity for the Southwest to become self-sufficient. Now Qatar is a desert environment that is not conducive for cows or for any form of agriculture. The desert is not a natural environment for these cows. They must be kept indoors at temperature 15 degrees Celsius, cooler than outside air, and mixed with water to prevent overheating. So you can see that these people are very limited in resources. I mean, they have a lot going against them. They had rather a lot going against them. So and their neighbors decide to cut them off. So which means that because in the past these people relied on imports to survive. These people relied on imports to survive. Importation was their means of survival. So when those that were supplying you decide to cut you off, you have to become innovative. And that is what Qatar did. And that is what the Southwest must do. Because when Qatar was cut off, they had to come up with other means. They had to deal with their water. They had to deal with their agriculture. They had to deal with their environment. Because most of their investment was outside the country. So they had to invest in their own nation. They had to make those places that were not tillable become tillable. So that is what, and we in the Southwest, our own is not as bad as that. We have a very productive land. It is an opportunity for the Southwest to take charge of our future. It's an opportunity for them to be self-reliant. It is an opportunity to create a system. We can take the first step in the restructuring of the nation. Because this is a win-win situation for us. If the South not decide that let us cut off the food supply, we'll decide that let people from the Southwest go into food supply. A lot of people are doing it now. The Southwest is gradually doing it, but now they need to step up the effort of food production. Food production enough, in the next 5 years you can produce for the region, and in the next 10 years you can supply to other parts of the continent, not even Nigeria anymore, but other parts of the continent. Foreign exchange. Because this will give a self-sufficient region. This will provide jobs for people. This will also take away it will also provide the step of restructuring of the nation. Because once a region is self-suppliant, it is an opportunity to restructure the nation. So, and this is something that the Southwest region can do. So we can form new relationship with outsiders if the Northerns decide to threaten us with food that we can produce. I mean, you just need to go outside your compound and see everywhere. Everywhere is fruitful. So it is not an opportunity for us to cry. This is an opportunity for us to rethink. For many nations, it happened in the United States when the OPEC decided to hold the United States to ransom, like the Northerns are holding Nigeria to ransom now. It's an opportunity for you to develop. Now, the United States were held to ransom by the OPEC countries, and now oil supply. Now, America is one of the largest producers. So that is what this is an opportunity for us to grow. It is an opportunity to be better. It's an opportunity to be self-sufficient. It's an opportunity we need to grow in the Southwest, and this is the opportunity. Thank you for listening. You've been on to LoudMouth, a social and political platform. We break down the news headlines to educate and ensure full understanding of daily events. Don't forget to share and subscribe. And finally, make comments. We would like to know your opinions.